Peace, this is Mr. Moore from Trial Sports Podcast, back in other videos. You can see here the NBA playoffs are now down to the conference finals. In the East, you got the Pacers and Knicks. In the West, you got the Thunder and Timberwolves. Man, I'm super excited to see these matchups. Of course, it's probably not the traditional powerhouse teams the past couple years that everybody's wanting to see. You're going to have a new team win a championship. You have four really good players from each team that's leading their team who's possibly going to get their first ring. And I'm excited for it. So I'm going to start in the East with the matchup that everybody has been waiting to see um, pretty much since last year. The Pacers and Knicks, of course, this rivalry goes back to the 90s. Spike Lee, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Madison Square Garden. It's one of the best NBA rivalries in history. And the fact, of course, they played last year in the playoffs, bringing them back full circle to play again this year in the Eastern Conference Finals with a chance to go to the NBA Finals. It's going to make for a great series. Key factors for both teams, starting with the Pacers. Pacers just have to be them. They're a deep team. They're the deeper team. They're the younger team. They're athletic. They defend, 94 feet. They play a lot of guys. They play hard. Rick Carlisle's done a great job coaching this team, and they just have to play their brand of basketball. They don't have like a what you would call a true number one. A guy that can go out and get you 30 every single night. That's not how they're set up. But they just play well together. And Tyrese Halliburton is a closer. You see what he's done this playoffs, hitting game-winning shots and layups. He's clutch, and he's going to be going against another clutch guy, and Jalen Brunson, who's carried the Knicks on his back this entire postseason, injured and all. The Knicks are gonna need Cat to have a huge series. They're gonna need OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges to be more consistent scoring in basketball and shooting. And also, they're gonna have to get some production from their bench. They're gonna have to get points from McBride, Cam Payne, and Mitchell Robinson, and maybe another guy too, because Indiana is the deeper team. And then they do get production from the bench. OG Toppin, McConnell, Mathurin, Shepard. You probably see a lot of guys off the Indiana bench in this series. That's their style of play, and it's worked for them thus far to get them to the Eastern Conference Finals. So with all that being said, I've been betting against the Pacers all NBA playoffs. And it's not because I don't like them. I just, like I said, they're inconsistent, but they play when they're on their game. They're really fun to watch. And I'm not going to bet against them right now. I'm taking the Pacers to win this series in 6 games. Yes, I'm picking the Pacers to beat the Knicks in 6. This is going to make for a great series. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with it. But like I said, I just love the way they're playing right now. And I just think they're a better team than the Knicks. They play together. They play better as a team than the Knicks. And I think they can beat them again this year. I think they beat them again this year in 6 games and move on to the NBA Finals. Western Conference, you got two of the brightest, best young stars in the NBA, Ant-Man and Shea. Whoever wins this series and goes on to win, I'll just say this, whoever wins this will probably win the NBA championship, and whatever player wins will be the new face of the NBA, whether it's Shea or Ant. Um, Man, OKC's been number one all year. Best record in the NBA. Shea's more likely going to be the MVP. They're another team that's super young, super athletic, play well together. They play a lot of players as well, 10, 11 guys. They coach well. They have a system. They stick to it. And but the difference with them versus Indiana is they have a number one guy, and that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who can go out and get you 30 when need be. Jalen Williams became a reliable number 2. You have Chet, who can have really good games. They're just a really good team. They have really good role players, and they're going to need all those guys to be key against Minnesota and Ant-Man. We all know what Ant-Man does and how he plays. He doesn't back down from a challenge. He's had a great playoff run the past couple seasons, going back to last year, beating KD, beating Jokic in Denver. This year, beating LeBron and the Lakers with Luka, and then just coming off beating Steph Curry and the Warriors. Steph got hurt. I mean, he's beat a lot of the best players in the NBA in the playoffs the past couple years. He showed up, and he's gonna need to show up in this series. If he can knock off, say, in OKC and go on to win the NBA championship, be the Finals MVP, I mean, you can't say he's not the face of the league. It's still just 23 years old. But Minnesota, their keys is Julius Randle's had a phenomenal playoffs thus far. He's playing some of his best basketball. They're gonna need that moving because OKC is a big, they have Hardenstein and Chet, so you're gonna need Gobert to have a series. Well, I ain't gonna say a series, but he's gonna have to have similar or really good games like he did in the Lakers series. He's gonna have to rebound, block shots, finish around the rim, and stay out of foul trouble in order for them to win. Also, they're gonna have to get production as well from their role players, DiVincenzo, Jaden Alexander, Nikhil Alexander Walker, who's the cousin of Shea Gilgeous Alexander. So I'm excited to see that matchup. And man, it's gonna be a fun, exciting series. And Ant being my favorite player in the league right now, I'm gonna pick Minnesota to win in 7. I'm picking Minnesota to win in 7, knock off OKC, and face the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals. Like that's my prediction. I'm gonna roll with it. I could be wrong, but of course, it's not gonna make for the sexiest final ratings, all of this stuff. But like I said, outside of New York, that's the only major market team. All the other teams are in smaller markets, and of course, you're gonna have a new champion this year. So why not have two teams in small markets playing for a championship? But those are just my predictions for the playoffs, for the Eastern Conference Finals, the rest of the NBA playoffs leading into the finals. Shout out to everyone who's been supporting the platform. I've been busy the past few days. I celebrated my 40th birthday on May 15th. So I've just been hanging out with my family. I missed a lot of things that's been going on in sports. Um, NFL schedule has been released. I may do a video touching on that. A lot of things going on. Shout out to everyone who supported and liked the F1 videos I dropped when I was at the Miami Grand Prix. I may go back and do some more videos because I had some music on it, and it got flagged when I did try to upload it. But and concert season is here. Of course, Beyonce is on tour, Kendrick Lamar. So you want to check out Vivid Seats. I'm gonna leave that link in the description. All your live event tickets. Also, like I said, the NBA, NFL season schedule has been released. Single game season tickets. Make sure you get those. Vivid Seats. Also, Fanatics. Get all your jerseys and your apparel. The NFL rookies got their numbers released. So make sure you get their jerseys as well too. Also, F1. You want your Formula One gear, I'll leave that link in the description as well too. So I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Peace.